Imagine knowing everything that will ever happen to you. Every person that you will lose, every conversation that you have, every choice that you will ever make, and not as a fear or as an expectation, but as a cold hard fact. And in that case, every choice that you will make will not be a choice because you will have already made it. Everything as a single block. This is not a superpower. This is a prison. And it is exactly what happened to Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan, from the movie Watchmen, is rebuilt at a subatomic level, and he experiences present, past, and future as a single moment, not as a linear sequence of things. He experiments it as a block. There is no future. There is no past. Do you see? Time is simultaneous, an intricately structured jewel that humans insist on viewing one edge at a time, when the whole design is visible in every facet. He sees the whole jewel. To see all of time is to be freed from time, and to be freed from time is to lose everything that makes a life feel worth living. The thing is that this is not a fantasy or not only science fiction. Some of the best theories of physics tell us that time actually exists as a whole, all at the same time.
And one way of thinking about that is, there is no intrinsic arrow of space, but there's still space, okay? We live in a three-dimensional world, up, down, left, right, forward, backward. At the level of the fundamental laws of physics, there's no special direction in space. And how you perceive that is, imagine you're an astronaut, you're flying around in your little spacesuit. There wouldn't be any difference between any direction you could look. There's no experiment you could do in physics that would point out a direction in the universe, but space still exists. Likewise, time would still exist even if there wasn't an arrow.
In other words, the universe may already be the jewel that Dr. Manhattan described, past, present, and future, all existing simultaneously as a vast, silent structure. And the difference between you and Dr. Manhattan is not that he sees something false, it's that he sees something true, something that the rest of us humans have been mercifully shielded from, because nature gave us something very extraordinary instead. It gave us a brain. It takes roughly 80 milliseconds for an image to travel from your retina to your visual cortex. Sound takes a different route, at a different speed. Touch arrives before pain. Your five senses are five reporters feeling from five different bureaus, and none of them are live. What your brain gives you as now is not a broadcast, it's a produced package, assembled from signals that arrived at different times, corrected, synchronized, smoothed out. By the time you're aware of something, the raw event is already over. You are always technically living slightly in the past. Some researchers estimate the perceptual window, the felt duration of the present moment, somewhere between half a second and 3 seconds. That's the interval in which your brain bundles all incoming sensation into a single coherent experience it labels now. But here's the important thing. That delay is not a flaw. It is not a limitation to be overcome. That is the exact mechanism that allows you to be a subject, that allows you to be a conscious being navigating an open world and not a mere observer of it. Because you don't know what is going to happen next. Your brain won't allow you to know. And that fundamental wired in blindness, that not knowing, is what makes the next moment feel like it matters. It is what makes you curious. It is what makes you surprised. And ultimately, it is what makes you fall in love. The block universe may be complete, but your nervous system hides the end from you. And in that hiding is everything. So the brain delays, it edits reality, it packages. But what does that process actually create? Think of time as a continuous surface, and think of you, of your consciousness, your body, your breath, as a knife moving through it. On one side of the blade, everything that has happened, fixed, recorded, the past. On the other, everything that hasn't happened yet, open, undetermined, the future. And what about the present? The present is not a place. It is not a room that you can stand in. The present is the cut itself. It has no width or no duration that you can measure with any instrument. The present is just the boundary between what was and will be, and it exists only because you are moving through time, producing it as you go. Or think about it as a glue. Consciousness is at every moment bonding what was just happening with what is about to happen. It is stitching past with future, creating a sensation of a continuous life. Without this bond, there is no experience. There is only chaos, only noise. Dr. Manhattan has no knife. He inhabits the whole block all at once. Past and future equally present, equally real, equally inert. This is why he is paralyzed. There is no cut, there is no motion, there is only the jewel, complete and still. And so there is no life. Not really, but you are moving, always advancing, always at the edge. So what does all this mean to you? Your brain already manages the delay. Your body already produces the knife. The present moment is already happening, assembled from fragments constructed in the gap between sensation and awareness, delivered to you as something seamless and whole. But there is a difference between the present moment being something happening to you and the present moment being something you actively inhabit. Most of us live scattered across time. We replay the past, conversations that end badly, moments we can't release. We pre-live the future, rehearsing catastrophes that may never arrive. We let the knife swing freely, cutting everywhere at once, never fully landing. Consciousness, the kind you develop, is the act of taking hold of the knife. Not to stop it, it cannot be stopped, but to guide it, to be present at the cut. It is to feel the glue set. What contemplative traditions and modern neuroscience converge on is this: awareness of the present is not a passive state. It is an active skill. The brain's default is to wander, to simulate past and future, to treat the block universe as a playground rather than a backdrop. Choosing to return again and again to the moving edge is what it means to be, as a fully human can be, alive right now. Physics tells us that the jewel already exists. The universe is a block. Every moment that you have ever lived and every moment that you have yet to live already exists somewhere in the structure of the space-time. It is there, it is real, unchanged, and permanent. But you can't see it. Your brain won't allow you to see it, and so you get something better. You get the sensation of arrival, the sensation, the feeling that what is coming next is still open. You get the feeling that the cut hasn't been made yet. The present moment may be the thinnest thing in the universe, a line with no width, a cut with no depth, an illusion, technically speaking, but by a body that is always slightly behind. But it is the only place where anything has ever been felt. and you are always, if you choose to, exactly there.